Hi, this is an impromptu video. Basically, I bought a green transparent Dreamcast controller and it didn't work. So I'm just going to show you how to troubleshoot. Basically, Dreamcast controller's not working. So I've got two Dreamcast controllers here and I've opened up each one. There's 6 screws on the rear of each controller. And all you need is a small, this is number 1 Phillips head screwdriver. So all you need is that. Take the 6 screws out. Now, first thing to do is take out the little cable. Well, the cable that runs from the PCB obviously to the Dreamcast itself. So I found the best way to do that is find a little thin flathead and then just ease it out. Maybe just make a little bit of space first, because if you keep wiggling that with your fingers, you're wiggling the socket on the PCB, and it just, so that just popped out with just a little bit of leverage. But if I kept wiggling the socket, I'm sure that some of the solder can come loose. So I think that's probably the best way to go with a small flathead. Just pop it out with a little bit of leverage. So basically, this one worked. So all I did was swap the working cable over onto the green pad. Then the green pad worked. So now I've narrowed it down to it being the cable. So the next thing that you want to do, once you've narrowed it down to the cable, this is a really clean pad, and I didn't really have many reservations about it not working. I checked, obviously physically check the cable, go all the way along the whole length of the cable, check the plug top, check inside. Is this end bit dirty? Are there any breaks on the cable? Go all the way down to the plug top. You can pull off the black sheath on the top of the cable, but it's pointless. The black cable is the ground, so it looks a bit weird because it's got its own kind of sheathing on it, but it's not damaged, and it's exposed and split as it goes down into the actual cable. So that's nothing unusual. That's just the ground. That's just the way it works. So don't assume that anything's wrong there. Just check the plug top. All the connections are tight and there's no damage to the cables. I mean, again, this pad was in really good condition, so I was surprised that it didn't work, even though it was second hand and from the junk section. But in the end, so I checked the cable. The cable looked really good, so I decided to just give the contacts, this contact here and the contact inside. I didn't use any alcohol. I just used a Q-tip and I just rubbed it vigorously, for want of a better word. But yeah, I rubbed it vigorously and just gave them a nice shine. Then all you have to do is plug the cables back in, the cable back into the PCB. You don't even have to take the 2 screws off. There's 2 screws on the PCB inside the pad. Now you don't even have to take them out to work on this cable. So just to pop the cable in, I think the red's on the left hand side. Excuse the breakfast plate, and just pop it in like that, making sure that it's slid all the way up. Now it works, and you're just gonna have to take my word for it. But if the cable from the working pad was changed over and it wasn't still working, obviously you've got some sort of PCB issue. Obviously the first thing to check is the buttons and then go onto the electronics, but that's not where I'm going to tell you to do right now. This is just a basic guide how to open the pad and troubleshoot, so you can work out whether or not it's the cable or the PCB. So hope that helped. Cheers, bye bye.